Into the thick of it.
I am a thick little bitch.
Into the thick of it. Oh.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Into the Thick of It podcast. Into the thick of it. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get back in my zone, but I said let me go ahead and start while I'm here. So I had to get myself back in my zone, and I might need to turn that back up in a minute, but I will probably insert that clip. Okay. Damn, I really need another blunt. Cause my guard gonna go down, and I ain't gonna kick the shit to you how I need to kick the shit to you today. So, damn. Oh, this is why it takes so fucking long to film. I have to. Hey Google, turn volume down to 5. I gotta stay in my zone, bruh. Damn. And I'm leaving all this shit on the take too, because this is really how I be feeling. Like, I have thought about this fucking podcast for months and months and months and months, and so many things I want to talk about, and so many things I want to say, and discussions I want to have. But when your bitch is completely sober, number one, my brain be everywhere. Gotta get this. It need to be like this. And I can't just spit it out how I need to spit it out. My brain be, ain't nobody got time. Damn, chill out, sis. You be having thoughts, and they be some, I think anyway, they be some good ass, critical ass, real ass thoughts, and I'll be wanting to say that shit, but I can't say that shit. I want to say that shit when I'm not. So, I gotta load another cone up, bruh. Cause I feel it coming down already. Just me trying to get all set up and make that all right. Got me back into sober state. When she had to focus. That's what I do to focus. That's what I was talking about that on a story one day. That when I'm lit in the club and I need to sober back up, I do stuff to make me focus, and that helps me to sober back up. So, like, if I'm in the club and I'm drunk and I'm too drunk and I'm like, it's almost time to go, or I have to drive or whatever, to sober up, I will start editing content in club. I will start editing content because I be so focused in, like, how I really want my content to be, or how I was for a while. And now I just do it as, like, a tool, like, to sober up or some shit. I be so anal about the shit. I have to focus so hard. So, like, I kill my own buzz, you know? I kill my own vibe, and I sober up real quick. So, yeah, just setting this shit back up and trying to make everything was in focus and whatnot, then sobered me back up. So, that was a very long explanation. But, yeah, I'll be back. I gotta roll up. Yeah, it'll probably be before this. Anyway, hey, y'all. There's gonna be a lot of cuts in this episode because I tried to film this yesterday, right?
And before I say whatever I'm about to say, let me just go ahead and say this. And sorry for the podcast listeners, this is gonna be on the cut too, but this is really for you too. I have lipstick all over my teeth throughout this video, and I said, bruh, I had already recorded it 2 times like I'm about to tell y'all, so I was not about to record it for a 3rd time, but I thought it was a good discussion, and I thought I looked cute besides all the lipstick on my teeth. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please excuse it. If you're listening on the podcast, thank you for listening. All right, now back to it.
The topic that I'm going to eventually get to. It's going to be a minute before I get there because I have some other things on my mind, but yeah. So I'm going to try to re-record yesterday's episode because I didn't have my thoughts together like I wanted. So I went ahead and took the morning to make some notes so I could better explain what I really wanted to discuss. So now to my rant and the mini rants that I have on my mind before I even want to get to that. Number one, I really want this podcast to become something, right? And in order to get to the places that I want it to go, she's gonna need some coin. We're not too proud to beg, okay? So what I thought would be a creative way to do that is like, why don't I just like start making little ad rolls for the brands that I really want to work with? To let them know like, oh yeah, she could do that too, because I can. So I think I'm going to start doing that. And today I think I want to go ahead and put one in there for the Blaze and Susan because These are my go-tos, okay? We want to work with brands that we actually already use in real life. We're going to go ahead and give it to both. We'll see if she can fit 2 in there. We'll see. Blazing Susan, and y'all already know the big lighters. What other one is there? Is there any competition? Like, if there is competition, do we know its name? No. So let's go ahead and make that happen. So insert ad reel, fake ad reel, fake real, manifesting a real ad reel. Blazing Susan is a Denver-based brand sparked from a high idea, brought to fruition, has become a household name in the cannabis industry. The Blazing Susan brand offers a catalog of accessories and tools for you to enjoy your smoking and dabbing desires. Papers, trays, grinders, pre-roll cones, and everything else you need to get your session started. I love to get new smoke toys, and Blazing Susan has been one of my go-to brands from the jump, and they never disappoint. I love my rolling tray. They have so many different styles to fit every aesthetic. I make sure to always have a pack of pre-rolls ready to go so I never have to delay my vibe. And what's a session without a big lighter? Offered in a multitude of colors and styles, your tray will be Pinterest worthy. I know you've probably lit many things in your life, and 9 times out of 10, it was a big lighter that you used. And if you didn't, I bet you didn't know the name of the brand. As a household staple, Big is always there to light it up. You can find some cool, fun merchandise and more on the Blazing Susan website. I also love that I can easily find Blazing Susan at my local smoke shops, as well as everyone's go-to, Amazon. You can find my fave Blazing Susan and Big items on my Amazon store. Click my storefront link in the description to shop my faves. This video is not sponsored, but I hope one day it will be, by my faves, Blazing Susan and Big. Happy blazing, y'all. Now let's get back to the episode. Yes. So we're back. I'm getting lifted. And again, that clip will be in here because I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. I feel like it's only started once I've hit this, not even when I hit 30, maybe about like 20, probably 28, because I think it was a relationship that made me feel this way, that I had to just think so much about things when I used to be such a carefree, just talk about some shit. Now I have to analyze every fucking thing. And I'm partially a perfectionist when I think about content now. Back then it was more so for fun, but now that it is fun and business, I take it a little bit differently. So I think a little bit more before I create something. But I want this to be my safe space where I can be completely authentically me and get a bag. So I'm fighting the urge every time I sit down to film an episode. I'm sorry. I'm fighting the urge to chill the fuck out. Chill out. Just fucking talk, bitch. Just talk. So yeah, that's what I be fighting. And I have to, right now I'm realizing I gotta be high because my brain be everywhere. I gotta be high. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Got to. The thoughts just flow better in my relaxed state of mind, and that's what it does for me. Relax. Goes into another story about my mother. So me and my mom, we have a growing relationship, and I'm really proud of our relationship now. It has, mothers and their daughters. It goes through some things. Baby. A black mother and her daughter. A mother and her daughter. It goes through. So anyway, I got lifted with my mom for the first time for my parents' anniversary. And when I say that shit was the funniest shit of my life, it was the funniest shit. It was the funniest shit of my life. I'm so mad I couldn't record more. I had to so I recorded because I love having just little keepsake memories because life is crazy. We're living through the purge. I'm gonna keep saying that. We are living through the fucking purge. I don't know what's going on in the world. And I really need for someone to tell me, was the world this crazy and we were just too young to know? Or it's always been like this, because it really feels bananas out here. So you never know what's gonna happen. So I like to have memories of my people, my important people, my favorite people. I need those memories. And I never get to record my mom because she's always like, my hair, I look a mess. Girl, don't put the... I'd be like, girl, just let me. So I had to put the camera on me while she was acting a fool. But just to have her voice on video and how fucking giggly, she was weak as hell. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. She was high as hell, laughing, making up a song, like really just chilling. And what was like, that was a beautiful night for me, just being able to spend my anniversary with my parents, or spend their anniversary with them. And she had recorded this other video. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But what I also learned that night is my mom don't know how to chill, because before we got to smoking or whatever, we were talking about it, and she was like, girl, what this gonna make me feel like? I'm like, girl, it's gonna you're gonna be chill, mellow. I was like, when you really feel it, I was like, you might feel giggly, goofy, like, you should feel fine. Because she was telling me before that her and some of her friends, they had tried like an edible. She's like, girl, that gave me cotton mouth. I ain't like that. So I said, no, you should be fine with this, and you'll just be like chill and happy. So she took it, and she was like, what is mellow? And so I learned, like, my mom don't know how to chill out. Her brain always trying to get something done. She be having my life together, my brother life together, my daddy life together, her life together. She be having my grandma life. She don't know how to chill. So it was me learning that made the night even that more special. I'm like, girl, yeah. I said, but when I say she was weak, but I said my mama is already funny as fuck. My mama already funny as fuck. So this lady, when I say I was laughing with absolutely no sound, that's how weak this lady had me. So, and my dad, he was like, it's like, girl, what you done gave her? Because he got with us too, but my dad, he been about that. Like, I would have to ask him if I can share his stories, because like, that was the other thing. I like spending time with them. I was learning about their history and like how they came up, and like really like getting into the details of their background. And it made me just realize so many things about my parents, and really like just humanize them for me, because you have your parents, and again, not the topic I wanted to get on today, but we're going to talk about it since I'm here. When you talk about parents, the type of parents that I have very, very much in my life, and in all of it, all throughout it, I'm so blessed to have them and have them to do that, because it really did help me. But because they do that for you, it feels like they're superheroes, and that like they can't or didn't make mistakes. And you see all the mistakes you be making in your life. They're only human. So it was really nice to learn about that from them. And it made me realize, like, it's like, oh, that's why you act like that. And that's where I got that from. And that's why I got it. Thanks for letting me know. So it's really important, you know, to talk to your people. And I know those relationships, and like I said, they've gone through some things. Like me and my dad's relationship have gone through things. Me and my mom's relationship have gone through some things. And I feel like I'm just now getting to the point where like that really can be my dog. Because it was still very much mother-daughter. I'm like, girl, I'm grown. And I know you don't like a lot of the choices that I probably make, but I am growing. I'm going to need you to get a grip. And so I think she's finally coming around to that. And now I can actually feel more open coming to her about things. And like when I really need things. And like, that's the other blessing, like another topic for another day. But my upbringing, extremely blessed. And in today's day and age, like I think also that's why I'm so critical of the things that I do, because I feel like I have to work a million bajillion quadrillion times and probably wait a lot longer, because I do have so much help and could have so much help and could get things so much easier. But I feel like I have to work because I came up how I came up. It's a mind fuck, but like I know they're there, and I really just try not to abuse that. I really do try not to abuse that, because I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to seem like that girl. I don't want to come off like that girl, even though I probably could easily be that girl. But I love that my parents made it so like don't feel like you can do that. And that's why me and my brother be getting into it, because this little nigga right here, love him to death, but this little right here really feel like motherfuckers owe him. I be ready to knock my brother. I be like, boy, if you don't see the privilege that is your motherfucking life and sit the hell down and yes, ma'am, until you got some shit together, like, I be ready to wring that little nigga neck. So yeah, like, I love my parents. They're my motherfucking people. And yeah, I think that's why I'm so critical about the things that I put out into this world, because I feel like I have to work for it. Nothing should come easy, because a lot of my life was a lot easier than a lot of people, you know? So anyway, next topic, which I hope will take me into what I really wanted today's topic to be about, is fashion. First of all, I love fashion, period. So I go through and I will style and enjoy a lot of different aesthetics. And like, that is a thing right now. We have it. Oh yes, it's gonna tie back in. Look at me tying shit back in. We're gonna get to it. So there's, all these different aesthetics for life. So I never really felt like I fit into one, because I just like to try everything. But I was just scrolling on the gram, and one designer that I feel like, that when I get to where I want to get, when I have the type of bag that I need to have, that I want to have, that I deserve to have, that I'm gonna have, baby, Jennifer Lee. Oh my God, everything about it. Like, I dress how I dress, but how I really, really want to dress Jennifer Lee, all of it, every single thing. Oh my God. Gag. That's the type. What? I think it was Sex in the City. Was it? I really got to figure out what show this was, but she was like, oh no, it was fucking Netflix Working Moms, when she was rubbing one out to her bag. I think she bought herself a designer bag. She's like, have you ever came to a bag? Like, I am Jennifer Lee's clothing when I buy myself that in the future. I'm gonna be so motherfucking proud of myself for that shit. Got to. That, all of it. Oh my God, I love it so much. I had to get that off my chest. I was just scrolling. I was just looking through all her pictures. I'm like, yes. I want, I love this together, that together. Look at these pants. Look at those shoes. Look at that fur. Look like, it just made me, I love it that much. So, baby, please believe, when I get to the bag that I'm supposed to have, I'm gonna be Jennifer Lee down. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Tell what you be sick of me. How y'all sick of me in this Fashion Nova now? Y'all gonna be sick of me. Y'all gonna be sick of me, because I'm sick of me in the Fashion Nova. Like, it has everything that I need. That's why I can play with all these different aesthetics so easily. I know y'all sick of me. I'm sick of it too. Love them, and love to hate them. But baby, when I get that bag, it's gonna be Jennifer Lee down. Whole closet. Okay, ready for it. I'm so ready for that part of my life. She got a little work to do, but I'm so ready for that part of my life. Woo, so ready. So, yeah, so moving into, when I said that type of, like, playing with these different aesthetics. And we're in a weird spot when it comes to everything, honestly. Everything. It's so fucking weird out here, bro. That girl having good convo. She's in her zone. Or I feel good about the convo anyway. I hope you're enjoying it, because I'm enjoying myself. So yeah, I hope it's translating. What was I about to say? Aesthetics. This like soft girl aesthetics, feminine girl, black girl luxury, all of it, and the beef between them and the intersections between them and how everybody feels about them. I think it's interesting. And I think it's interesting the different ways that people interpret these aesthetics and try to sell them out, when honestly all of them would not be harmful if people just allow them to be the mindsets that they should be and not the physical representation of what people are trying to make them to be. Like, I live a soft girl life right now, and it's my interpretation of a soft girl life, but I am, without the material things, I live a soft girl life, and that's because I'm choosing to, okay? I'm choosing to. And what I interpret to be a soft girl life, I'm gonna give you a definition. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the definition first. 2 of them. Your girl took notes. I'm fucking proud of myself. I love this shit, and that means I'm into this shit. Because when a bitch do research, she only does research when she has to. Since school, and I think I needed a long, good detox from research for school. I mean, I do research all the time, different things. Like this social media shit actually does take some research sometimes, but that means I was very into this topic. So yeah, definition of soft life, and this is per Google. A life that is typified by or is filled with being of ease and comfort without requiring any hard work, sacrifice, or unpleasantness. It is important to understand that this social movement is less about wealth and more about fair access to standardized good quality of living, per Google. And the next one, which I like even more, is from the Urban Dictionary. Both, but per the Urban Dictionary, opposite of hard life, where you make decisions that leave you feeling stress-free and vibrating higher. Less about wealth, though it helps, and more about making good choices. And that's where it sits with me. The Urban Dictionary version is, I guess, still simplified. But I don't like the Google version because it says without requiring any hard work, sacrifice, or unpleasantness. I don't agree with any of that. You still will require hard work, sacrifice, and unpleasantness living a soft life, but you just make choices that allow you to deal with it less often, or you have a mindset that allows you to easily move through it. It's not that you're not going to deal with it or you refuse to deal with it. You just make better choices so you don't have to deal with it as often. But anyway, and it says an example, and I love these examples in the Urban Dictionary as well. As simple, it can be, living a soft life can be as simple as getting an Uber to your dick appointment versus taking public transportation. It can be that simple. It can also be as simple as canceling or rejecting plans with problematic friends or family. It could be that simple. That's living a soft life. That has nothing to do physical. Simple as that. But it can also be as big as, and these are just examples that I thought of, leaving a toxic or abusive relationship, because that can be very difficult. As when you hear those buzzwords, toxic or abusive, you automatically think, I could automatically it's never that simple. It's never that simple. So that's also trying to lead a soft life. And it could also be as important as cutting off communication with a family member, because that is also very difficult. Sounds simple, because again, you hear certain words and you lose the rest. You don't know what all that entails. So anyway, there is lots of interpretations with the soft life, and it's also intertwined with these other big eras that we're having right now. So from the videos that I've watched, and I've watched a couple of different YouTubers to help me find my thoughts with it, because I was talking yesterday and I'm going to include those clips as well. Because I was going somewhere and then I think I sobered up and I lost my train of thought. So anyway, I'm going to include those clips too. I don't know how we'll figure it out in editing. I'm not worried about that right now. But I watched a couple different YouTubers who discussed this. And I think the one that resonated with me, they all did, was, I'm going to just name the 3 that I watched that hit the most, was Most Myri. Where's her name? 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 Yeah, okay, well, The Feminine Fancy was another one. And then the one that I really, really liked, she had a quote. Wow, Tangia. A quote from another, from a tweet that summed it up very well too. Gloria Alamru. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She had a tweet that says, I want a soft life. I want ease. I want relaxations. I do not want to grind. Grinding wears you down to little bitter nothingness. I do not want to work my life away. I want enjoyment and rest, not as rewards, but as practice. My life will be practice and joy. So yeah, soft life can be simple. And I think we just go straight to making somebody want to buy something because this influencer life. And that's why another reason I started this podcast is because yes, it eventually, I don't want my success to be based on people purchasing products. Like, yes, I would love that income can come into me from the sales of commissions from people watching and consuming my content. But I don't want that to be the whole thing. And in this influencer world, it's your income is solely based on that. And I don't like that. I never worked commission jobs because I don't like that. I don't like that. I need something, I don't know, more in addition to all of that. So yeah. But yeah, so living a soft, I don't know why I closed that because I had other points to make. So other ways to live a soft girl life that does not require you to spend any money. That's my biggest point. Living these aesthetics that we've created does not always require you to spend money. It can also involve that, but I think we're putting more of an emphasis on purchasing products than changing your mindset and doing what you want to do and what ultimately is going to bring you the most peace in life, because that's the biggest thing about it. Making decisions that's going to bring you the most peace. So however you want to live that, if you want to live that as your most feminine self, if you want to live that as your most luxurious self, if you want to live that as your softest self, it's all about doing things and making the choices to make your life more peaceful for you. So whatever that looks like for you, go off. Whatever you want to call that, go off. But it's all about your mental state. So deal with that what you will. But yeah, so living a soft girl life. And then I also learned on most of my read I heard about the bimbo effect, and it makes so much sense. And that's really what bitches want to live. And that's the other part of it. Spending your money and then also getting money for doing nothing, just for being. And yes, I think I made this point yesterday. Yes, women should just be given everything because we are us. Yes, I believe that too. But also, sis, you gotta, come on now. You gotta contribute something now. Yes, and there will always, and there should be times where your partner is just like, God, yes, here. That does good for everybody. Boost my ego, I'm doing you right. So yeah, go off, do that shit. But it can't just be, it can't just be all the time. That's the life people live. Who am I to tell you what to do? Do your thing. But in my head, you gotta bring more. You gotta be more to expect more, to want more. You gotta be more. That's just my thought. So, you gonna hold motherfucker to a standard that you don't hold yourself. You're not at yourself. Oh, okay. And that's where what is it called? Oh my God, the terminology. The term I was looking for was a hypergamous relationship, which is the forming of a sexual or romantic relationship with someone with higher sociological or educational background. So basically, getting with somebody because they have the coin, and that's really the only reason you're kind of with them, or the main reason that you're with them. So yeah, these things all intertwine into what soft life could be interpreted as: divine femininity, a feminine life, all of that shit. It falls under that. Money manipulation, monetary manipulation, one of those terms. But that's how that comes into effect. Y'all want to do this bimbo, y'all better have a backup or a savings or something. You just hopping around because the money, you will never be successful unless the person you fucking with is successful. And as soon as they don't want to give you whatever, you trap. So I hope y'all have, backup plans and shit like that. I found that was interesting, and I kind of want to do some more research on that and just hear more about that. That's what the men's is really mad about, because all y'all think that is life, and it's not, and it shouldn't be. Anyway, yeah, so soft life can always also include not dealing with struggle love, because especially as Black women, that has just been the history of our, that was told for us. I know that is untrue. I've seen it. I've lived it. So I know. But a lot of us do deal with it. So choosing to not deal with it is choosing to live a soft life. Less struggle for success, something that I am personally struggling with. Believing that I need to struggle, or I need to work harder, or I need to whatever to be able to live the type of life that I want to live, and asking and receiving the help that is being provided to me and can easily be provided to me, and I just refuse to accept it because I feel like I have to work so hard. So yeah, there's that. I've been doing good with it so far, but she got new things coming in life, so don't have to do it as often. It's great. Anyway, and that goes into the next point of taking, asking, receiving help. Again, I struggle. And then living a soft life, also more self-care, mental care. I'm telling you, it's all about the mindset and taking care of yourself so that you're able to hear that. Because a lot of times we consume a lot and we don't even sit with how we really feel about it. I feel like I said this yesterday too. Feels very deja vu-ish. So we consume so much and we don't even take the time to like decipher how we actually feel about it. We just consume it and we tell it to the next person, or we share it, or whatever. It just becomes clouded with a whole bunch of the outside, is my point. So yeah, be mindful of taking care of yourself. And lastly was a strong defense of mental health. That's choosing to live a soft life, is when you make the choices that you know are going to protect your mental, no matter how difficult those choices may be. Like I said, cutting off a toxic relationship. That is hard. You may really cherish that relationship, but you know staying with them will take away from your mental health. That's a hard decision. It's a hard decision sometimes. The negative points about living a soft life, or what I feel like is people's negative interpretations of it, is that it's encouraging women to be lazy. They think they don't have to work for anything. They should have everything done for them. And that being in relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, at work, wherever. And there probably are some women that do interpret that like that, but over here, that's not how we interpret soft life. So if you see me post about it, this is what I'm saying, is that it's just a mindset change, and that is the mindset that I'm in. So if you plan to fuck with me, please know these are the decisions that I'm making for myself. So if you can't get in, you don't get the access that you're wanting, you're doing something that is combating what I've set for myself, that is going to allow me the most peace. So be aware. Yeah. Is it synopsis? In conclusion, soft life, in my opinion, should be a mindset, not an aesthetic. People strive for a look when your soft life can come with whatever look or aesthetic you want it to. So, that was kind of cute of me. Girl. In conclusion, head ass. I made that really big, and it was very basic. It just sounded cute. So again, just to reiterate that point, the whole mindset basically just comes back to making decisions that will bring you peace above all. So yeah, it's just very, very little things that can mean nothing, but in the moment feels like everything. Ways that I choose soft life. I don't know, just to maybe encourage you to like, it really can be that simple. It really can be that easy. And those are just the little things to like start roadblocking you to making maybe tougher decisions that will bring you more peace, you know? So just the little things. It always starts with the little things. So little things that I do that make me choose peace for myself every day. Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm gonna wrap up this episode about Black girls in a soft life. And this is, I say for Black girls because of the history that has, been told, and what's been shown in the media about our life and how it can be, and and I have experienced it to be. So it's true. Some of it's true, but it's not all. So yeah, Black girls, we really do you should choose a soft life for yourself. So yeah, that is gonna be today's episode. Shout out to Blaze and Susan for in the future. Y'all should, just sponsor the girls' episode, sponsor the podcast, run a little coin because I'm letting the people know. Get them, got them good. And to Big, the lighter of your life. What other one are you using? You don't even know. It's Big. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. And I will see you on my next one. Stay true.
Into the thick of it.
I am a thick little bitch.
Into the thick of it.
I am a thick little bitch.
Into the thick